Hello everybody, this is Andre with Garage Door Guidance once again. I just had a quick video for you today on how to replace the pulley on a linear chain drive garage door opener. That's the pulley. This is this plastic piece right here that the chain wraps around. This is at the front of the garage door opener. Now obviously this isn't mounted right now. Normally you'd have this part attached to a header, so it might be a little bit more difficult for you to reach, but this is just so you have an idea of how to get it done. Well, you have just a few steps in terms of getting this done. It's not too difficult. You do need a 9/16 wrench or socket. And if you are going to replace the whole pulley with this little bracket here, I think that's how they sell it. I'll link these parts in the description, whether it's just the plastic pulley or the whole bracket. I'll put it down below, but I'll show you how to do both. Not too difficult. First thing you got to do in order to remove this part will be to come up to wherever this piece is. This is just the chain tensioner. And so what that does is just basically when you twist it, it'll actually loosen or tighten the chain. And so the way you do that is you loosen these two. Sorry, I've already got them loose because this side's a little bent. There's a little 7/16 nut here and a 7/16 nut on that side. So you loosen those first, and then from there, you might need to stick a little flathead inside of that or use a wrench just to kind of loosen it initially. But from there you go counterclockwise. So I just put my wrench in like this, grab a hold of it, and start to kind of twist it. But it's not too tight to where I can actually just simply unwind it with my hand. So you'll notice how that chain slack just pretty much goes to null. So that's essentially the main step there. If we are doing the whole bracket, like you have pictured here, if we're doing this whole bracket, you know, this little metal part with the plastic pulley, you have two 1/2-inch nut and bolts. See the nuts on the bottom there? So the nut's probably what you're gonna see. But basically from there, you just unscrew it. So that's from one side. You got one more right there. Now this whole piece is loose. Obviously if this was attached to the header, you would want to remove the cotter pin there. And then from there you should be able to just kind of wiggle that out around. Like I said, I assume this is sold as a whole part, but if you do happen to just pick up the plastic, you know, the roller part of it, from here you just unscrew this bolt, which is just a 9/16, and you know, replace the plastic piece and screw the 9/16 back in. You could have also, if you were just replacing the plastic part, you could just do the, you know, same thing. You would unscrew the 9/16 bolt, just remove the plastic, replace it, screw the bolt back in, and you wouldn't have to actually remove this whole part. But like I said, I think it's sold as a whole. I'll link it down below so you'll be able to tell what it is sold as, and you can pick it up if you want to try this on your own. Again, it's not too difficult of a repair. So just to show you how to put it back, essentially I like to wrap the chain around the front like so, and then what I'll do is stretch it out and pop the bolts back in. And put one in at a time, tighten that nut, do the other side. From there you just tighten it back up. And assuming you did that with a new part, you are good to go, almost. From there you go back to tighten that chain up. We come back here and you just kind of do the process in reverse. Instead of going counterclockwise, we're going to go clockwise, and you'll notice as I do that, the chain will tighten. You want it about as tight as a bicycle chain would be. Any tighter and it'll start to damage your gear. and loose will just be super annoying. But just test it with your hand and you should be able to kind of have a feel for it. So just like that, you would have a new pulley on the end and your repair is done. That should save you quite a bit of money if you do, instead of calling somebody out to do it for you, because I know that you'd be charged at least $100 to get that part changed. So hey, if this helped or if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions for me, leave it in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.